All right. The sword is giving the vibe. My favorite. Sword is my favorite. Enlightenment, wisdom, awakening. Yes. I don't know. Sometimes talking about spiritual awakening, enlightenment, and waking up, or just that type of stuff is so overrated. It's so overrated, you know? And people are so anxious these days. I don't even know where to begin because it's like I'm feeling so nonverbal today, but I'm trying my best to bring the message through because it's so beautiful. I've just gotten a extremely beautiful download this morning. It's like, oh, but it's more than just the words. It's the energy that came through today. It's more like, it's literally like the sunrise. It's so calm and peaceful, just like the sunrise. The sun is rising. And it's been dark. It's been dark. Look at this other side of the car. And it's an old man, almost like a priest. A priest, not a corrupted one. The one that who started off the journey with everything that's right in the heart, with the book of justice that is shining through with the golden light that's supposed to be divine justice. But I know we've been through a dark and long journey of descending, of human evolutions, and sun is rising, sun is rising, sun is rising. Look at this. Look at this. Whew. Like the sword of truth, the sword of justice, the sword of enlightenment, the sword of divine justice, the sword of divine justice, the sword of divine justice. Hold on, I gotta get my sword. Get my sword. Where's my sword? There we go. Hi, body. The sword of divine justice. I swear to God, I am seeing spirits around me right now. I'm seeing lights around me right now. This is gonna be for the very few people. I mean, has not been easy. Hello, Anashia. It has not been easy. Meanwhile, during my coffee, I put almond butter cinnamon and brown sugar in my coffee. It is pretty good. It's a really strange mix, but it's like very earthy and very like cozy. I'm gonna make it hot too. Soul of Justice. Soul of Justice. Hi. Everything will be put back into the right places. Everything will be back in its right places. Everything will be back to its right places. And it's a big deal. It's a big deal. Very big deal. Yeah. Divine justice. Everything on earth, everything that is unjust is gonna be back to its place. Returning orders, returning balance to everything, even though it might not seem like it right now at this moment. It has been so long delayed, yes. The journey has been dark and long and just sluggish, heavy, dense, you know. We have been, look at this priest, he's bold, waiting for this justice, waiting for the sunrise. He's got gray hair and he's bold, but he's standing strong. I think this is not like a physical description, but it's more like how we feel. This is the vibe. Like, this could be me. Like, you can see me as like this feminine figure that I am, but like inside me, I am this priest that is bald with gray hair. Ragged. That's how our soul feels at this moment, like standing strong still, even though we only have this little poor little cabin that's just like, I'm okay, I can survive, I got food on the table, I got a place, I got something over my head, you know, surviving. Oh, oof, the sunrise. This book of justice is the book of justice. It got the letter J on the book, and this wisdom, triumph, and it's gonna manifest in the physical, because everything has to first happen in the astral or in the ether, in the blueprint part of the creation of world, which is the where sacred geometry resides, is behind the material realm of things. You have to go all the way back to where the coding are, right? Back to the design are. So we have been working on the designs. We have been working on the ether. And so a lot of us, we may seem like broke asses in the physical world, but in the ether, in the other realm where you really, where the real works takes place, this is beautiful light, this amazing, powerful resilience, the sword of truth between two worlds. may seem dark in the physical, but that's what we're bringing from the ether, from the quantum. From the quantum. It is in the quantum field where worlds are created, where things manifest before everything manifests in the physical. Money is part of an evil and false design. That was the old narrative, Puffin. It's gonna change. All of that's gonna change because divine union, divine justice is here. Is here. Is here. It's here. It's here. It's not like it's here, but it's here. Like quietly seeping through every little things. Gonna take care of every little things. The divine justice coming in, the light coming in, and just gonna quietly coming in. I know a lot of us expect it to be loud and like, let's go, like, yeah, over, like, let's get rid of all of the war, like the corruption, all that stuff. Like, it's gonna be loud. No, it's gonna be so quiet. You won't even notice it. Things are falling down. Things are being brought to the surface to collapse, to be destroyed. All of that is not in alignment with our future. Highest good is coming up to be destroyed. That's why it may look messy right now. But behind everything, is quiet, is the divine justice that is crawling underneath. It's karma that is coming in the ways that people don't expect. That's how it always works. If you can expect it, if you can figure out with your conscious mind, then it's not. Then it's not what that is. And hi, Christina. Hi, Greg. Yeah. You won't know. We won't know. Because simply cannot comprehend how it's going to be done. But it's going to be done. But it's going to be done. 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 It is here. It has been here. It has been here. Setting the stage. Setting the stage. Planting seeds. We're working on the soil, watering the seeds. Quiet. The seeds are in underneath the dirt and it seems dark. That's you. That's us. We were in the dark. We were the seeds. We were the seeds. Planted onto this earth. Seeds of light. Seeds of light. Seeds of light. And that's why we call it starseed. That's why we call it star seeds. You think it's gonna just take one day for everything to change? You know that's not gonna happen. I know, I love gardening. I love using this as an example. Exciting, right? Isn't it? I know. This is gonna blow your mind because what is gonna come out from that seed that you are, from the ground that has been planted? Ooh, ooh. Oh, yes. Oh my god. Christina, yay. I know. This deck is amazing. It's beautiful. Divine justice. If you know what I'm saying, because this is a hidden message, not for everyone. This is a hidden message, not for everyone, but for the ones that are the seeds. You will know what I'm saying if you are the one, because this is not meant for everyone. This message is not meant for everyone. This message is meant for the very few. Powerful. You just think a poor little plant growing out from the ground? No. Waiting for the right time. That book, the sword. Oh yeah, this is something else. This is something else, all right? Here. You know what divine justice is? Divine justice. We would think that someone like Jesus gonna come and to bring divine justice. No. Because we're still in the mindset of having a savior mindset. The humans are way past that. We've grown. Humanity has grown way past waiting for someone to save them, waiting for a government, waiting for an authority figure, waiting for a leader, waiting for someone, something, a force, a god, or whatever the fuck it would be to come save them. No. No. That needed to let out. No. Thank you, Christina, for the love you. On point. Star seeds. We're like, what do you mean star seeds? Seeds of light? Okay, so we're seeds in the ground. What is it? What? We have been in the ground. So dark. We We have been growing our roots here, trying to be human, living in our little poor ass cabin. Trying our best. Trying to be human, growing our roots. As the seed, we have to, because our life is so grand and just needed this grounding, you know. This is not a sword growing out. It's like, this is you been buried. You're gonna come out from the ground, like, you'll be like, come out from the ground like a fucking light warrior. And here it is. Well, as I was saying, you know, the highest of high never works in a way that anyone can comprehend. So the seeds, each and every one of us, were planted quietly into the ground. We have been blending in with the humans quietly, although it really pained us very much to blend in and to be buried in the ground and trying to be human. It's been painful to do that. But do you know that you are the blessings that the blessings for this planet? The truth. You are the divine justice. You are the divine justice. You are the divine justice. Or we all are the divine justice. It's not gonna be in one single person, one single thing, one structure, a certain temple, a certain religion. Is not going to be one thing. It is sprinkled. It is sprinkled all over the planet. Sprinkled all over Earth. Each and every one of us. Like seeds of light. Sprinkled everywhere. Does anyone know? Yeah, quietly sprinkled everywhere. And it's been taking time for us to grow and grow our root and understand the journey of being human. And now we're about to emerge the fuck out. No, this is and being a part of this, you may walk in the realms of dark and light, carrying both weights, carrying weights of the light, carrying weights of the dark, both sides of the sword. And you are a walking justice, a walking divine justice. I don't say that lightly, because you know, and that's why nothing seems normal in your life. The final judgment. The final judgment. You are a walking final judgment. Everything you touch, everyone you touch. You may not know that. You may not know that. Because all of us, we were doing work in the shadows. Quietly. Because it's meant to be that way. It's designed to be that way. Because we've tried the other way before and it's all been, so we're meant to be very quiet this time. And it's working. Hi, punk wizard. We're meant to do this work quietly. Divine justice is always quiet. Nobody sees it coming. And imagine that's you. You may be a walking tower moment for everyone in your life. Some is a good tower moment. Some is a very destructive tower moment. But you are the sword. The truth. Divine justice is truth. It's truth. It's truth. Doesn't matter if it's good or bad. It's truth. You know, people has to take responsibility for what they are, for what they do. Part of the learning process, part of the evolution. And is it easy? No. No. Because sometimes it looks like if we didn't know that, we didn't know that. None of us know that. None of us know that we are. Not even us know that. Well, until kind of now we're awakening and like, oh, we didn't know that, but we were doing it. You know, we were these seeds of light that were doing that in the dark. We didn't know that. Living in a little cabin and just doing our thing and just like, and man, it wasn't easy because whew, and how does it feel to be a walking divine justice? You may feel like you're being cursed and blessed at the same time. Isn't it paradoxical a little bit? But that's only one aspect of the story. But if you really look at it, you have people constantly coming back to you after months, after years, telling you how grateful they are for you because of you they changed. And there's also people who coming back and tell you how wrong they were, how that you were right in the beginning. And some of them never tell you because you are the walking justice. The walking justice that doesn't know that we are the walking justice. And it feels like, because some people are supposed to receive blessings and some people are supposed to receive judgment. And you're almost like the delivery guy. Don't blame me for what you receive. Well, but it's easy to be blamed for that stuff. Because we reveal the truth to people, who they really are, what they really done. Not just for one lifetime. Not just for one lifetime. For many lifetimes. For many lifetimes. For all the lifetimes. For all the lifetimes. For all the lifetimes. I just work here. I'm just the delivery guy for for your karma. If you have bad karma, blame yourself. I mean, divine justice. Well, I was gonna say, this is the vector of equilibrium, and this is one of my favorite sacred geometry because this shape is very balanced and is very divine. It transcends dark and light, good and bad, because it transcends material. It transcends the material realm. And it's on my right hand because I'm a righty. And if I hold my sword, I'm simply putting everything back to its place. The vector of equilibrium. Why is it called a vector of equilibrium? You know that our cells work that way. Each and every one of you, your cells work that way. Equilibrium is the way of nature. It doesn't matter how much you try to take something out of its balance. All it does is just try to get back into balance. That is the core essence of everything, of source, of everything. And you find this pattern in every single thing in the universe, going all the way down to a single cell of yours, isn't it? And if your body, if your cell got out of balance, is all it's gonna do is just gonna try to do everything to get back into balance. And does that make sense, right? Come on. I mean, how could that not make sense? And so we're simply here to put things back in its place. Is there, would you say good or bad? Would you, no. There's just a place for everything. And that's why it's a mess here on Earth. Because everything is not in its right place. So why would divine justice need it? Yeah. It's like a no-brainer. Hey. Yeah. This is a crazy message to deliver. It's a crazy message to deliver. Absolutely. Sometimes, to be honest, speaking from my perspective, my own opinion, sometimes when I channel informations and I'm like, the part of me that is kind of in the background is kind of like thinking about this and like try to understand it and even try to judge it. I'm like, it might be, you know? And then months, weeks after I channel the message, maybe some of you even, you may have, came across my live weeks and months ago, and things didn't start to make sense until like sometimes after, and it start hitting you. I'm like, wait, hold on 1 second. Oh my god, that makes sense. And including myself. And so I've been uploading these live videos that I've done because I always channel these messages through, and they're so advanced and just like so ahead of time. So like even myself can be very judgmental sometimes. I can't help it. it's human. But I still let it come out. And so I come back to the message. I'm like, wow. And I'll be like, oh wow, oh yeah, it's starting to make sense now. And sometimes I'm like, at certain moments, and nobody gets it, and I'm like upset a little bit, even myself. And I'm a little bit upset, I'm human, so we're all human, we have human emotions. And I'm like, But then when I come back to it, I'm like blowing my own mind. I'm like, well, I am actually so glad that I did that. And so proud. Woo. The order comes from the top. Yep. The delivery guy. The delivery girl. The delivery girl. I'm the messenger. The messenger. Thank you, Mystic Monarch. I did quite spend some time on my hair today. Yeah. And that's why it takes a lot of strength, inner strength and faith to do this type of stuff. Because I have been trained for this. Not relying on anyone, not even myself, to carry this out. Not needing any validation. Not even from myself. Do I need validation? Not even from myself. Because if I need validation from myself, I wouldn't be able to do it. No one. Because I know the fact that I'm still human. Yeah. But it's okay. That's fine. Because that part is the part that you guys will be able to connect with. Like, hey, it's okay. It's okay. It's crazy. Being the walking divine justice and also being a human at the same time. Hello. I'm not sure your name with the little winky face. That one. The final stage of the divine justice, guys. The final stage of the divine justice. I know it hasn't been easy because we're literally emerging right now. But as you see, the rest of the body is still underground, and there's just one hand with the sword. One hand with the sword poking out from the earth. So as impatient as we all are, who's not guilty here? As extremely unimpatient as we all are. I see you. Right? We just have the rest of our body still in the ground. We're emerging into the world. And this is not easy shit to do, though, bro. This is not easy stuff to do, man. To poke that one hand out from the ground is not even that easy. Well, here's the thing. It's so worth it. It's so worth it. I swear, like 80% is unlearning matrix programming. I would say 100%. 100% of unlearning matrix programming. 80% is very humble, but 100%. In order to build a new house, you have to destroy everything. Not even a single thing. We have to. Because it's the energy, is the vibration, is the frequency. We're going to have a complete new vibration and new frequency. But doesn't mean that everything's lost. It's just rebirth. Rebirth. It's a rebirth process. It's a rebirth process. It's a rebirth process. It's a rebirth process. And yes, we are still here. One, in the beginning phase, just starting to emerge. The sunrise is, let's say, we're like the first hour, or not even hour, the first minutes of the sunrise. But before the sunrise, it was dark. The darkest of dark. The darkest of dark is always before sunrise. Before that, see, it all makes sense. Before that little sword poke out, which is you coming to an understanding of the truth of that, symbolizing the awakening that you've achieved so far, that you thought is the end goal. No, it's the beginning. It's the beginning. And it's only been first 1 minute into the sunrise. We still got a long day to go, baby. It's only the beginning. It's only the beginning. The path of you being a walking divine justice has started. It's starting. It's starting. Whether you know it or not. And there's a lot of people who are delaying their own emergence or being forced to right now. Well, we gotta wakey, do the work. Let's go. And that's why we are going through another massive awakening around the globe. Some of us, we've been on, I don't know, our 20th, 50th awakening. We have many big and small awakenings. And then you're like, wait, how many are there supposed to be anyway? And then until this point when people talk about awakening, you're just like, oh, yeah. It's so normal, right? Isn't it? Because you have so many of them and you're just like, it's not really that special, It is, but it's not. And so, hi, Mary, to be me. Cute name. Mary. Like Mary as like happy. And so, try. And so a lot of people aren't willing to wake up, are being forced to wake up now because we are going through another wave of spiritual awakening. What is it called? A collective okay, there we go. A collective awakening. It happened during COVID. Was I think it was 2012 was a great awakening, and then during COVID, which is like around 2019 and 20 was a second wave of a collective awakening. And now we're going to another wave of collective awakening. So get ready for more people, for more of us joining the ride. Yes. All right. And we're about to step into our next phase. Our next phase of our spiritual journey. We have been transmuting karmas, transmuting energy, and that's why it was it was dark. We have been doing the heavy lifting, the heavy work, but we're moving into doing some light work. We are moving into an era of where we will be is the beginning of light work. We have been doing shadow works in the past, or transmuting work in the past. We're going to be doing light work, which is the blessing parts of it, not the cursed part of it, because we've been doing the cursed part of it. Now we're doing the blessed part of it, which means we're going to be blessed. We're going to be blessed while carrying out our life mission. Yeah, you're not going to wait till your next life to be blessed for the works that you're doing. You're receiving it as you go. You're receiving the blessing as you do it. It's not like how karma used to work, like, yes, I did the work this lifetime and I'm going to receive the blessing next lifetime. It's not going to work like that, because obviously we're not just a normal earthling, so because we've chosen an interesting path and it's fun. So the next step, we're basically, literally step 1, like very beginning phase of this. So it would be like you may be in the era where you feeling inspired, wanting to do things, have a lot of ideas, and finally having this urge to do something that aligned with your inner calling, spiritual business, spiritual works, and anything that has to do with that, or even physical work that can carries out your spiritual ideas, or anything like that, whatever that aligns to that inner calling that you are. You're only starting to do that, including myself. Thank you, Jade. Yes, exactly. Happily achieving, not waiting to achieve to feel joy. So yes, so the next phase is we're going to be receiving blessings every steps of the way as we carry out our life missions here, as the light warriors that we are, as the seeds that we are, as the star seeds that we were, planted into the ground and emerging slowly and quietly, into the world. And so you're gonna feel like you're slowly feeling like yourself, slowly crawling out of this human skin and becoming more and more like yourself every day. We're going back home to ourselves. We're not trying to find home here on earth, but we are emerging as we are coming back home to ourselves. We were in the ground as the seed, growing roots, trying to be human, because we have to ground ourselves here. because we have to survive, guys. You know, we gotta have like, you gotta have food on the table, like being human, right? You gotta have pay rent, do all that stuff, you know, make sure that we're alive. You know, like, yeah, like, I mean, like, if I'm like in the ether, if I'm a ghost, I can do this stuff, you know, and that's why, I mean, like, that's why we gotta be, yeah, we gotta do that. As much as we don't want, as much as we don't like that kind of stuff, but no, we did it. You know, it's fine. You know, we don't have to like achieve like some kind of American dreams kind of stuff. Maybe some people did, but depends on what your life mission is, though. So it depends on what your life mission is. And now, because it's gonna be so different, because I don't think we've been at this point in human history, at this point where we are going to be walking our life mission and getting blessed and rewarded at the same time right away. So it's going to be something so strange and like good in a way, and like, is this yeah. Thank you, MVRZ, with the elf looking. Ooh, you look so beautiful like an elf. Yeah. Oh, we are emerging as our authentic self with the truth, a little bit slowly. I know. That was lovely. It's not easy cutting through bullshit. It's not easy cutting through bullshit, because there's many layers of bullshit here on Earth. You think, and that's why we had so many awakenings, and we're like, that's so weird. Why do we have so many awakenings? It's like a fucking onion, you know. It's like, all right, I've cut through layer 1 of bullshit. Bullshit's layer 1. And then you were like, wait, hold on, there's more bullshit over there? There's more bullshit? Yeah, and then we had to cut through a second layer, another layer, and you thought like, oh yeah, I see through everything. And then you're like, you know, and then you see, oh yeah, there's a matrix that we have to cut through. We have all these like crazy stuff, corruptions that we have to cut through, illusions that we have to cut through, people's NPC kind of stuff, NPC players, all this and that karmas, and you know, a lot of these crazy ideas. And then you notice, and then when you came to a place, you're like, wait, hold on, there's more to it, and there's fake spiritual people out there, and there's like dark magics out there, and there's like and then we're being guided into the underworld shadow works kind of realms, and you're like, wait, there's more bullshits over here. I mean, there's like, shit, there's a spiritual ego, there's many different layers of the ego, there's many layers of the bullshits. Bro, yeah. I know it's a little funny the way it works here. A little funny the ways it work here. But it's like we do need different levels of awakening, different levels of upgrade and ascensions in order to see different levels of bullshits, and in order to cut through different levels of the system. It's almost like underneath, before you cut through, like finally emerging, there's so many layers of dirt underneath. Like there's like, maybe there were a layer of sand that is easier to cut through, and then there's a layer of dirt that was like, not like a little harder, but it's like, you can cut through that shit. And then there's a layer of rocks, and it's like, what the fuck is this? And like, you have to cut through that shit. And finally, Yeah, it seems easy, but it wasn't. Everything's a repeating mirror, layers above and below. Well, that would be a really nice thing to think about. What would we all be doing if money was never an issue? That's a very good thing to think about. Think about it now, because that's what you're supposed to think about right now. Because honestly, your life mission, it may have nothing to do with money, but you are going to be rewarded for doing that. But it's not gonna come right away. It's gonna come through every steps we take. Every steps we take, meaning every little things we do every day, pushing through, every day pushing through, every day pushing through, every day pushing through. A development of faith. Development of faith. Development of faith. I'm gonna pull one Wonderland card. We are gonna be in the magician role. Because once we emerged into the world, the real works begins. Guys, the real works begins. And that's why you have to go do all of that stuff. So in order for the real work to be done, the real work is, yes, what are you gonna do? What kind of world do you want to create? What do you want to create? Yeah, magicians, wizards, bringing your world, which is your light, your creation, into the world. Who are you? Show the world who you are. Show the world what you can do. Show everyone what you can do. Show everyone what you got, who you are at a true core level. And so it could come in many forms. It could come in the form of speaking your truth, being who you are, or simply just living life, or being you. Some people like me doing this live and channeling messages and stuff like that, doing my sound healing classes. And some people may be writing books, writing music. I don't know. What do you want to create? And what kind of lifestyle do you want to have? Most importantly, what kind of life do you want? What kind of lifestyle do you want? Wizards, magicians. The light looks like an eye. What kind of magic do you want to show the world? Meditation in the Himalayas sounds really nice, to be honest. Sounds really nice. I would be so down for that. Oh, that thing? That does look like an eye. You're not the only one that said that. It's like an eye watching you. Seeing through your soul. Alright, I think the message is complete today. I know, the third eye is above us. I'm so glad you guys are here. Next time I'll do better putting up, you know what? I'm going to set a time. I'm going to do a set time. So every Wednesday, 2 p.m. Every Wednesday, 2 p.m. I'll be live. So that for sure. So this is a set time. Other times I may be a little bit inconsistent, I'm sorry. But I have been doing a lot of nighttime lives, just so you know. A little bit closer to the weekends, and it depends on weekdays. Thank you, Kyler. But every Wednesday, 2 p.m. Every Wednesday, 2 p.m. So I'm going to make this very official. I've only been starting to make this official because I like the energy of Wednesday, so you guys know. So you guys can pop on. Yes. I have to start waking it up. Oh yeah, right, because you guys are in different time zone. So yeah, you guys in different time zone. But it's okay I'll upload a video afterward on YouTube. But I haven't uploaded every one of my lives. I've only uploaded 7 of my lives, so but we'll catch up. Don't worry. All right. I might have to catch up on this message myself too, because we have been, I mean, every live is pretty crazy. The message is pretty crazy. So crazy to a point where I'm like hesitate to upload them. I'm like, I'm not sure how people's gonna think about this. But that's just the human part of me that I'm struggling with. Thank you. I appreciate all of you. I need all of you. I really appreciate all of your support. It has been really helpful for me. Very, very helpful. I didn't know I needed them, to be honest. But the thing is, I guess all the good things comes into your life when you're least expected, you know. So then I never really expect all of you, you know, being super supportive, and you know, because you know I just gotta do what I gotta do, and I'm so happy that I have you guys, but it's not expected. But now I have, and I'm like happy and grateful. Yeah. Thank you, Mystic Mind Work. Thank you, Kyler. Thank you, all of you. Thank you, MBRZ, for liking the live. Thank you, Philip. Thank you. Oh well, and I will see you guys. Now we'll have a lot more messages coming in. I have a lot more energy updates. And be kind to yourself. Alright, cool guys. I love you. Sending you love and peace. And I'll see you very soon. See you very soon. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.